Hi, my babies. This is Miss Smith. I said I was going to come back and let y'all know what happened when I got shot 9 times. Look, when I'm going to go back to the house that I was in, it was a 3-room house, right? A shotgun house. And the guy, I stayed with him and I left him. But I was at my sister's house. I'm not going to go back through like to see what. Anyway, I was trying to see what this thing doing. This is my first time going live. But all my babies been like, oh, Miss Mill, we want to know the whole story. You know? So I'm going to tell when I was in the house and he asked me to go in the bedroom and he asked me for sex and I told him that my period was on. And I sit on the end of the bed and he had told me, he said, well, if I can't have you, ain't nobody gonna have you. And the first shot hit me in my arm. I don't want to cry, y'all. Y'all know me. My sister and brothers always told me, you ain't nothing but a weeping widow. But I'm going to hold up through this here. Tears might fall, but, this happened so long ago. And only reason I still have problem with telling the story is because I still have problem with the things that happened to me, like blind in my right eye, shot in my temper, and I was paralyzed. A bullet hit me in my back that paralyzed my right side. So anyway, let's get back to he had when I sit on the bed. I sit on the bed and he had told me, he said, well, you coming back to me? I said, no. I'm not coming back to an abuser that beat me and hurt me and everything. I'm not coming back. So he told me, he said, if I can't have you, can't nobody have you. That's when he started shooting. I even remember the first bullet hit me in my temple. And the next one hit me in my arm. Everything hit me on my right side because I turned. And a bullet hit me in my arm that went through my breast. When I turned on around, one hit me in my back that lodged to my spine. And he kept on shooting. He shot me like 5 times in my stomach. And like I say, when I fell, it's just like you looking at a movie. When I be looking at a movie and people get shot, I be like, that's the way I was. I went in slow motion. And when I fell, I hit up against the TV and I just bounced off just as slow. But as I was laying there, I saw him going out the door. I seen him turn the radio up. 3-room house, you can see all the way through. I seen him turn that radio up, lock that door, and shut it. I laid there. I couldn't get up. I couldn't move. I couldn't see because the bullet that hit me in my spine, hit me in my temple, went through my eye and knocked all the leaders loose. So the blood was like dripping down, and I couldn't hardly see because it was like dripping on this eye. But Lord, Jesus, y'all, I'm trying to get there because I can go live now. So I can tell y'all, babies, I can tell y'all, I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. I'm trying not to cry. Y'all know me. Y'all know ain't nothing but a cry, baby. But anyway, I laid there. I was swelling up. My whole body was sweating. I swelled up in my chest. I couldn't move. I couldn't do anything. I tried to light a cigarette because I smoked it. And I had my cigarettes in my hand and my lighter when I fell because my lighter and cigarette was right there by me. And I tried to light the cigarette and the blood just screaming from my eye kept putting the cigarette out. That's a good thing because later on the doctor told me if I had to lit that cigarette, I would have been dead. But I couldn't get it lit because the matches I kept scratching. You know how you scratch a match and try to light your cigarette. And it wasn't, it didn't let me do it. I couldn't do it for nothing, but I wanted me a smoke so bad. Y'all just don't know. I just wanted to smoke, and I felt like I would be okay. But I laid there and I laid there. I think I was there all day long, swelling up. And I said, well, I give up. I give up because ain't nothing I can do. I can't move. I can't hardly see. So I'm just going to go and die. I'm not going to cry, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all, I'm not going to cry. I'm just going to go and die. So I shut my eyes and I went into a vision. I went into a vision where I was laying in the casket. I had a pink dress on. I even told my baby, I said, when I die, please don't put me on no pink, because of because of the dream, a vision. It wasn't a dream. It was a vision that I had. And my baby, she was about 7 or 8. She was sitting on the front seat, and she was crying. She was crying for her mama. That's when I had to wake up. God woke me up. I said, I got to get out of this house. Some kind of way I got to get out of here. Something say, pull against the table. Pull against the chair. Pull when you get to the middle door. Pull yourself on out. Pull. I pulled myself because I was paralyzed. I wasn't able to walk at all. I was paralyzed and half blind in my eyes. So only God got me out of that house. Only God. Well, nobody but God. I know. God been with me so long. Baby, because I can tell y'all some stories that, well, I'm telling you, God helped me out of there. When I got to the front door, something told me, say, I don't know how I'm open this door. I can't get up. I don't know how I'm open the door. I got on my back. Some say, turn on your back. Put your hand up and twist the door, unlock the door. Pull the door open and push yourself out. I pushed myself out the door. Some little kids, the girl next door, kids were playing. They was out there playing, just having a good time. I pulled myself all the way out on the porch. And I kept calling them. I couldn't call long. I was like, hey, little kids, hey. Little kids finally heard me. I said, go tell your mama. Go tell your mama to come to the door. And the mama came to the door. Her name was Faye. She came to the door and she said, what wrong with you? I said, I wanted to tell her exactly what happened. So if I was to die, that she'll be able to tell the police what was going on. I said, I've been shot. She said, what? I said, call the police, call the ambulance. I said, Junior shot me. Let her know who had shot me for the police can know. So the ambulance came in the alley. It was on 9th Avenue under the bridge. Y'all, anyone that live in Bessemer, y'all know what an overbridge is in Bessemer. And the little shotgun houses was under the bridge. And so she called the ambulance and the police. Everybody got there. It was so many people coming from everywhere. But I was still alert. I remember when they pulled a bullet out of the paramedic. I had a bullet in my arm. And I remember them pulling it out. It was just like they could pull it out. And then they cut all my clothes off. Because I was swollen up so big. I was just huge. So they cut my clothes off me to try to see where I was shot at. when they did that, the girl next door, Faye, brought a blanket, a sheet, a white sheet, and put it over me because I didn't have anything on. They cut my dress off of me. So when the ambulance got there, they put me in the ambulance, and they had this oxygen thing that they put on your face, and I couldn't breathe. I could breathe better without that on me. When they put it on me, I was like, please take this off. This is hurting me. I can't breathe. I'm going to die. Don't put that on me. So my family had made it there. Everybody was out there hollering and screaming, and, you know, it was so sad, but I remember all this stuff. I remember what was going on until I got to the hospital. I remember everybody saying, that's the girl got shot 9 times. People were running and see me and stuff like that, like they never seen anybody got shot 9 times. They were just hollering, the girl got shot. The girl got shot. So they took me on into the back in the room. And I remember them telling my family I didn't go out knowing. I was still woke. I was still seeing things happening. So when they got me back there in one of the little rooms, I remember them, so many doctors was around me. They was at my head, my feet, my everywhere. So they decided to let my family come in and see me one. They told my family that they can come and see me one more time, that I might not live. So I'm still laying there. I'm hearing everything these people saying. So my family came in there, and it was like a cloud. You know, I could see them, but it was like they were walking in a cloud, like walking around me, and they like was crying and stuff, and had their hands up to their eyes and crying and going on. After then, I don't remember nothing else. I think they put me into a coma or whatever. I don't know what happened, but they said I was like out of it for 9 months. It was like it happened on Valentine's, February the 15th. Whenever Valentine was, that's when it happened. And I remember getting out of hospital, I guess, in November. But I need to tell you when I came through. This is what I last told y'all. I didn't even know how long I was in the hospital. I don't even know how long I was unconscious. I didn't know. Only thing I remember is the guy that shot me. I didn't even know. Let me tell you. I didn't even know I was in the intensive care, and it was a little bitty wonder in there. I didn't even know this. But the guy that shot me jumped through that little window, and that's what brought me through. I woke up. And when I woke up, I called the nurse because they had me right in front of them. You know, they were watching me. I was right there in front of them. And when I came through, I asked for my mother. I said, where's my mother? And they was like, no one was there because I was unconscious anyway, so no one was at the hospital at that time. So I talked to the nurse, and I'm telling you, I was to myself. I asked them why they had so much of those machines and all in my leg and all in my head, and I couldn't hardly see. I was just laying there, didn't know what was going on. So they told me I had been shot. I had been in the hospital for a while. They had guards at my door. They had 24-hour guards at my door because the guy that shot me, he had wrote a 20-page letter to the hospital for them to give to me that only thing he kept saying is, if I die, he was going to kill himself. But since I didn't die, I guess he killed himself. He got away. His family got him away. So he never served any time for the things that he did to me. He didn't serve no time. So, but God got him now. I bet you he served some time, baby. But like I said, it took me a long time. In the hospital, I couldn't walk. I couldn't see. I had to learn how to walk. I had to learn how to walk like a baby. And I told y'all I wasn't going to cry then. Well, see, y'all see how Miss Smithfield. She's just a weeping willow. I said, I'm not going to cry. This happened so long ago. But like I said, I never really talk about it. I never told my nieces, and I know they be wondering, what happened to Auntie? We know she got shot 9 times, but she don't never talk about it. Nobody never talk about it. But this is the goddamn truth. This is what happened. This guy got away some kind of way. The police went to his brother's house in New York, everywhere they could find it. He might have been. They kicked those down, everything. This is what I was told when I got home. So they couldn't find him. And I was scared because he wrote that letter and he said he was going to still kill me. And he was going to kill me, and I believed in him because he told me he was going to kill me, and he did try. And since I didn't die, he was going to kill himself if I had died. So that I didn't hear nothing else from him after then. I came home from the hospital. I had to learn how to walk. I was looking at this girl, if I could think of her name. It's April Warts. I think that's it. She was in a bad car accident. And I looked at her. I looked at all her video because she couldn't walk. She was so pretty. And you know, she couldn't walk. That car accident messed her up so bad. And I looked at her and I seen that is the way I was. I had to learn how to walk again. I had braces on my leg, and I was blind in my right eye, which was covered up. My whole eye had came out. The needles in the back was knocked out by the bullet, the one that hit me in my temple. It locked my jaw, and it came through my eye, and it knocked out the needles a little. And I wasn't but 21, so I wanted to live. I wanted to raise my child. I loved my baby. I wanted to raise her right. And to see my grandkids and my great-grandkids. I just wanted to live. And I fighted for that because the doctor told me, they said, you will never walk again. And I was like, I'm going to walk again. This girl is going to walk again because I got a lot to do. I got to get married. I got to raise my daughter. I got to do some things. I ain't got time to be paralyzed. They said, you can't ride a bicycle when I went home. The doctor told me, you can't ride a bicycle. You cannot exercise. I was like, oh, no, I'm going to ride a bicycle. Although when I was riding a bicycle, my leg was so weak, so it would keep on going. It would just throw me down, and I'd get back up and try it again. And I kept exercising, too. And I finally learned, well, I'm going to tell you how I learned how to walk. This is very funny. How I learned how to walk. They got, in my mother's house, she was living in a 3-room house. All of us was living there. And how I learned how to walk is they got to fighting this guy called Scrangler. They got to fighting at the house one night. And I was so scared because I was already been shot and stuff. So you know my nerves is like messed up. And they got to fight. And I ran next door. I forgot. I forgot I could walk. I couldn't walk. I ran next door. See, it was shotgun houses like sitting together, you know. I want to get my story right because I want y'all to understand everything that happened to me. So I ran next door. And I was sitting over there with the people, and then I heard everybody calling, "Where's Bernard? What Bernard?" Because they knew I couldn't walk. They were like, "What she went?" I was next door. I ran next door. That's how I learned how to walk. God is my witness. I ran over there. I was scared. That's what made me get up and run. Just like I was scared even when I was in the intensive care, that Junior jumped through that little bitty window. And I ain't know that window was there when I went in that room. Like I say, I was out of it. I was unconscious. I didn't know a little bitty window was in that intensive care. But when he jumped through that window, that's what woke me up. And that's where it was when I was, when when they got the fighting over there. I was so scared, I just ran next door, forgot to brace everything. And that's how I learned how to walk. That's how I went on with my life. I started walking and started doing things, going out, having a good time. But I still had in the back of my mind that this man was going to kill me. And I was still scared everywhere I went. Even if I courted someone, I'd be scared that he was still watching me and he was still going to kill me and the person that I was with. So I got a lot to tell y'all. I really do. This is not the last of my story. This is, y'all heard number 1, and this is number 2. I do have a number 3, and I will come back. Since I can get on live, I will come back and tell y'all. But I love y'all, and this is the end of this story. It's not the end, but it's the end of the story when I got shot. But I will tell y'all about some of the things that happened before I got shot. It's because of me being young and dumb and messing with a married man. This man was married. This was my fault. It was my fault. Because his wife had told me, "You don't even want to go there. You don't want him, honey. He is not a good guy for you. You're only 17. You need to move on." But I didn't listen, no. You think I listened at her? I'm in love, so hey, baby, I'm going to fight for this man because I'm in love. Baby, sometimes it's not good to go with married men. You don't know what their wife have been through with. And when they wife tell you something about them, you better believe them because they ain't lying just to keep them. They trying to get rid of them, but they don't want you to get hurt. That's the way she felt about me. She didn't want me to get hurt. There's a lot of things that I went through with this man before I got shot. We was like fighting one night at my mother's house before I moved in with him. We got into it because he felt like, I was talking to another guy. And this guy was nice to me. He was married, so I felt like I could talk to who I want to. This guy wasn't married. And he bought me everything I wanted. He was good to me. And the guy that shot me, we was in the room at my mother's house fighting over this other guy. And he had a knife. That should have been told me to run my ass, get the hell up out of this and leave this man alone. Because this man was dangerous then when I was 17. I was 21 when he shot me. And I was 17 when we started going together with, like I say, he was married to a good woman. He was married to a school teacher, She really, really loved him. But I loved him too. So I said, hey, I'm going to get this man because I love him. Baby, like I say, we got into it, me and him. It was dark in that room. And he had a knife, and I jucked the knife, and I'd like to cut my thumb off. And he took me to the hospital. Those nurses were down there. They were so mad. The doctors and thing was like, what happened? I lied. I said, well, I was playing with the knife and I cut my thumb off. They knew what happened. Them people were looking at him like they had called the police in and everything. Because it didn't look right. My thumb was just about off of my finger. So that should have let me know, you need to leave this nigga alone. This man was dangerous toward me. He would do so many stupid stuff. I couldn't go see my mama. I couldn't do nothing. I had to sit in the house all day long. Every day, he would put, like I told y'all in the first, he would put dirt on the porch. And I didn't know anything about anybody putting no dirt on the porch. Little things. I'm like 17, 18. I don't know what's going on. But he, by being in his 30s, he knew if I go out that door to go visit my mama and my child, that he was gonna know about it, And then when he come home, I try to make it back home before he get there. And when he get home, he just holler out, beating on me and stuff. And I'm like, why are you hitting on me? Why are you beating on me? For what? What have I done? You left out the damn door. I said, how you know I left out the door? Because your footprints is on the step. And my brother one day came to my house. He had a toothache. And he came to my house and he left his footprint because he was crying because he had a toothache. And he wanted me to try to help him up. Help him with a toothache. I said, baby, you need to go to the doctor. And he left, and he said that was my man. So you got dirt on the porch. If somebody come in, somebody go out. I get beat up. I don't care what goes on. He was in the, I'm going to tell y'all something. Look, one day I was asleep. I thought he had got up and went to work. He was hiding in the closet. So I got up. When I did get up, I went to my telephone. You know how they had the phones on the wall. Well, some of y'all know. Y'all young people don't know. Y'all just know the new numbers, I mean, the new phone, there's, But when you dial the number, so we had a phone like on the wall, right? And I was like up there calling my mom to check on my baby. And we was on the phone talking. He had hid in the closet. I guess he thought I was going to have a man in the house or something. I don't know. But I'm talking to my mama. He jumped out the closet and started hitting me with the iron. He beating me with that iron. And I was trying to tell him, I say, I'm talking to my mama. He was like, bitch, you just a hoe. You ain't talking to your mama. You talking to the man across the street. I'm like, I'm not talking to no man across the street. I'm talking to my mama. My mama knew what was going on because she heard him beating me and stuff, but she wasn't the type to tell us what to do. Mama had 10 girls, and she never just told us, well, get up and leave. She always looked at us crazy like, you the fool, You the fool, get up and leave, but we were the fool. We were the fool, but if you try to leave a person that real jealous of you, they will kill you before they let you go. I told y'all, my babies, I wasn't going to cry. Y'all know me. I said I wasn't going to cry because it's not, I don't need to cry today. I don't need to cry about anything today. God been good to me. He really have. He been good to my family. And I thank him. I really, really thank him every day that I live. I be thanking him for saving me. For let me see my daughter grow up. Let me see my grandkids. And I got some great grandkids, y'all. And let me see I raised a son that from, I think it was like 5 days old. He's 30 now. So I thank God for all the things he have done for me and what he gonna do for me too. I know I told y'all, and I can't see y'all right. I know y'all saying some stuff, but I'll look at it later because I got one eye and I'm trying to see what's going on. Somebody said, beautiful lady. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, TikTok. No, I had to tell my story. One day I said, I'm going to write a book. But hey, I think I rather just tell it on TikTok or any other whatever. Thank y'all for listening at me. Y'all wanted me to come back and tell my story. It's kind of hard to tell. Even after about 50-some years, it's still hard. It's hard because I didn't suffer with it when I was younger now. When I learned how to walk, I coded and I went on with my life. I got married and everything. But as I got older, my leg got weaker because I got a bullet lodged in my back next to my spine. So that's when things start happening when you get hurt when you're younger. Normally when you're young, you can kind of get through stuff. You young, you strong, you motivated, so you can get through stuff like that with exercise and walking and stuff like that. And I got through it. But as you get older, my leg got weaker. My right eye, okay, if you can't see out of your right eye, and then when you get older, your left eye gonna get bad anyway. So half the time you can't see that if you pull your glasses off. So that's the time when you go to thinking, oh, God been so good to me. He let me see all these years. He let me walk all these years, got married, and just enjoyed my life. And I thank him. But I got a lot more to tell, baby. This ain't the end of Miss Smith's story. This is not the end. Also, I want to tell you that the guy that shot me, he passed about a year ago. He died about a year ago. But you know what? He never apologized. I'm the one went down there about 20 years ago. I went to the jailhouse. And I was going to throw it out because his mom had told me, she said, his baby, his only daughter, well, at that time, that was his only daughter. No, it wasn't. That wasn't his only daughter. But she was his oldest daughter. She had passed. And his mother had called me and she said that Cynthia had died. And I was like, when you got a good heart, baby, a good heart will let you do things you wonder why you did it. So I told my dad, I said, well, I'll go down to the jailhouse and throw it out for he can be able to come home and see his daughter and be at the funeral. That was the saddest day. I prayed about it. I said, well, I'm going to the jailhouse. And I'd never seen the papers. I never seen the pictures or anything when I got shot. So I needed to go for me. When I got to the jailhouse, Bessemer City Jail, when I got there, I talked to the guy at the desk. I said, I want to come up here and throw out a case that happened. Told them my name and everything. They took me upstairs. They looked it up. And they had my little dress I had on was full of blood. They had some pictures where I was laying on the floor and my cigarettes were laying by me. I was like, I tried to light that cigarette, baby. I was going to light it, smoking and was dying all the time. But I wanted that cigarette. But I went on and the guy asked me, I said, come up here to throw it out because the guy that shot me, his daughter died and he is not able to come home. And God told me to do that. It wasn't nobody but God. Baby, if you don't forgive people, you got to forgive people for God and for to forgive you. That was my forgiving him. I don't know about him. All I can say is what God did for me. So they showed me my little dress I had on. I remember the little dress, just short, and little jacket went with it. And I can remember when I was so little and cute and petite. Little dress would fit so cute. Then they showed me the picture about, they showed me other pictures and stuff. And they asked me, did I want them? I told them no. They could just throw them away. I didn't want that in my past, in my life again. So they went and I guess they got rid of it. I don't know what they did with it, but I know I didn't take anything with me. So I signed the papers that he could come home anytime he got ready, as long as he didn't mess with me. But he did mess with me, so my babies, I'm so glad I haven't finished my whole story now. I got another story for y'all because I've been through a lot in my life. But I'm glad that y'all could hear the real story. That even, like I say, even my little nieces, they be, I know they be wondering what happened to Auntie. She never talk about it. She didn't say she got shot 9 times, 11 holes in her body. I got shot one time in my temple. They came through there, locked my jaws, and blinded my right eye, knocked my whole eye out. I got shot 5 times in the stomach. I got shot through my arm, and the bullet went through my arm and hit my breast and came out. I got shot in my back and my shoulders that left a bullet in my back close to my spine. Look, I'm about tired of talking, y'all. I'm going to get off of here. But I will be back with my babies. And I thank y'all for listening. I don't know anything about TikTok, what y'all doing or whatever. So, but I'm going to read everything y'all saying. I will go back and read it. I will. Y'all know I will. And thank y'all for loving Miss Smith. Because like I said, I love everybody. And I still got story time for y'all. I got plenty of story time for y'all babies. That maybe it'll help somebody. But please don't go around with these married men. If a man wants you, baby, don't fool around with married men. If a woman tell you how that man acting, you better believe she know what she talking about. But by me being young, I was like, oh, I'm going to be big girl. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to go with who I want to go with. But look what it got me. Think about it. Think about it, babies. Think about it. Go get your own man. Get your own man. Get married. Have your kids. Ram these niggas. And I know some of y'all on here, some of y'all men gonna have something to say. Oh, that's Miss Smith, so what? That happened to you. That don't mean it's gonna happen to anybody else. Let me tell you something, honey. Go on with your wife and live your life and leave these women alone. Let them find them somebody to love and love on them, and while you at home doing what you want to do at home. I should have been listening at my own advice, but if it was today, I guarantee you I would listen at my own advice. Look, I love y'all, and I'm going to go back and read what y'all say. I'm going to go back and read it. I know, please don't be mean, say anything mean, y'all, because y'all already see I got a good heart, and I don't like all that. If you got something mean to say, that's don't say nothing to me. But I will be back talking. Not like this here. Y'all got me to 1,000 if I could get on here and talk. So now I'm gonna talk y'all to death, and y'all gonna be like, "Oh, Miss Smith, she on again. We need to just cut her off." I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. And I hope you love me. And I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you. Thank all of y'all. And I'm going to go back and look. I'm telling y'all, I can't see out of but one eye. I can't see all y'all talking about down there. But I see someone say, yes, mama, I don't want nobody husband. Yes, baby, you don't want nobody husband. Huh. Because you don't know what that wife going through with, honey. If you knew what the wife going through with, what the hell you want with him for? Go find your own man, baby. Find you someone that's going to love you and take care of you. Y'all have y'all kids together. Y'all live y'all life together. Y'all build together. Not with someone else. That man already got another wife. What you over here trying to rap to me for? When you see a man out there trying to rap to you and you say, you married. He say he married, so well, I'll see you later, baby, because I'm looking for more than this. And if you in a relationship with a married man, look at it. If you fooling around on your wife with me, when we get married, I break y'all up like I did him his mama, his wife. When I break y'all up, baby, you gonna treat me like a dog, and I already know. You gonna have all kind of women. You gonna go get another woman just for her to break us up. Ain't nobody got time for this drama. We want to live our life happy with someone. We ain't got time for all this nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody got time for these men jokes and shit. Baby, go on with that shit because I ain't got time for it. You know, on Instagram, and I'm going to say, Instagram, quit texting me. All y'all guys, ain't nobody looking for no man. I'm not. I am not looking for a man, so quit texting me. I get about 20 calls, 20 texts a night. I'm like, damn. All night long from Africa, wherever. Stop it. I don't want you. I'm not looking for a man. I'm happy just the way I am. And if God see fit to send someone in my life, then hey, he gonna be a real man. But all y'all look, whatever y'all is on these little shows trying to rap to me, don't you know how old I am, honey? It be like 20 guys in their 20s. I'm like, look up, please go to bed somewhere. Go get your little young girlfriend and love on her and post to her. And y'all have some kids and go on and enjoy your life. Y'all, I talk so damn much. I be talking. I'm so glad I can talk on here. I be talking all day. Y'all be like, Miss Smith, don't do that but talk her damn head. I feel better now. I can laugh. You know what I'm saying? I want to laugh. I don't want to be unhappy. But telling that story, I wanted to get it out, and I got it out. Like I say, it's a lot to this. It's not just a one-time story or two-time. I got another story for y'all. And you think y'all gonna believe that? Y'all gonna be like, damn, Miss Smith, what was you doing all your life? Getting in trouble? Going the wrong way? But I woke up, baby. I guarantee you I woke up. Miss Smith woke up, y'all. Thank God that Miss Smith woke up. And I am a miracle, baby. I am a miracle. The one that's you're a walking miracle. I am. And I thank God for everything he ever did for me. And he did for my child because we were so close. I was so close to my baby. I didn't want nobody to hurt my baby. You know you could hurt me, but you couldn't hurt my child. Because that was my love of my life. I only had one child. I did raise her son, but he was somebody else's son that should have been raising her own son. But you know, we got people out there that don't care about their own kids. So somebody have to step up sometime and raise those kids. He was 30 yesterday. Yeah, was it yesterday? He was 30 on the 26th. And I thank God for him too. And I know God gonna change a lot of things in his life because where he came from. You know? Y'all, I'm gonna get off of here. And I'm glad you said I don't want nobody husband. Baby, nah, you too pretty, too sexy to have anybody else husband. Have your own husband. You know, what you gonna run around with a married man all your life, your young, good-looking life, sexy life. And then for the end up, he's still with his wife telling lies. Oh, I'm a leaver. You ain't going nowhere, nigga. I done been there too. What you gonna leave her for me? Hell, your ass got it made at home, so you supposed to leave your wife for me. See, y'all done got me on another conversation now. You ain't finna leave your wife, honey, so quit telling that lie. Sitting up there telling lies. And some of y'all be believing that shit too. Oh, he ain't gonna... Hey, y'all, I gotta smoke. And don't tell me to put my damn cigarette down, because I ain't putting it down. I'm gonna keep on smoking. I told y'all I tried to light that cigarette when I got shot. Shit, I was trying to... I felt like I could live if I lit that cigarette, but the doctor said I would have died. Hell, I was like, yeah, okay, right. But don't be out there. Live y'all life with y'all beautiful self. Live your life. You ain't got to put up with no anything. You out there pretty going on and taking shit. Taking shit from who? Baby, please, I will be by myself before I let anyone come in and tell me what to do, when to do, where to go, and when not to go. You can't tell me shit. I done been through it, so that's why you can't tell me nothing. Y'all ain't even been through it, so don't let nobody tell you where to go, when to come back. Oh, nigga, please. I go and come as I want. I'm my own boss. You're not my daddy. You know, tell a nigga, you ain't my daddy. Hell, my own damn daddy don't tell me when to come and when to go. Our women, stand up for yourself. Be strong. I wasn't. But I learned, baby. As I got older, I wish a nigga would come in and tell me what to do. I'd be like, are you talking to me? You must be at the wrong house, dear. But take your ass somewhere else, wherever your wife or whoever. Go and mistreat them. Because I ain't married to you. I do what I want to do. I'd have been hurt, and I ain't going back, and you ain't going to hurt me. Because the next nigga talking about killing me, I might shoot his ass first. You be a dead duck round here. I ain't going through that. I'll never go through that again. Because when you tell me, I did have a guy to tell me one time, say, I'll kill you. I was looking at him like, man, let me tell you something. You talking about killing me. You just don't know. You're with the killer. Because I already been shot, baby. I will kill your ass so fast, you better get the trucking out of him. He did, too. He was like, this a fool right here. I better get the hell out of here. He might have been playing, but I wasn't playing. I'm not going to play with nobody time I hurt me. If somebody tell y'all they go kill you, believe them, baby. Say, let me tell you something. You can get the hell on gone. But you know what? The best thing to do is get your shit and you get the hell on. That's what you do. Don't ever sit up and let nobody mistreat you. And I'm talking about y'all men's too. Don't let nobody treat women's can be as bad as men's. Baby, we got some women's out there tear y'all asses up. Let me tell you something. Do not. Women's are men's. You are free. We ain't in no slavery time. So your man gonna treat you like you in slavery? You gonna treat your man like you in slavery? No. You love your man. You treat him like the king that he is. And he for to treat you like the queen that you are. You know, you don't demand me to do anything. We are married. You don't demand me to cook. You don't demand me to clean up. You don't demand me to do anything. What I can't do, get your butt in there and help out and do something. You go clean the kitchen up. Don't come tell me, well, Lil John didn't clean the kitchen up. Well, baby, what you telling me for? You go tell little John to clean the damn kitchen up. They do that for the child to be mad at you. Child gonna be like, looking at you crazy because daddy say, tell you what to tell the child. No. You go in there and you tell him. You don't tell me. That's one thing I was like, when I got married, I was like, my husband used to come and tell me, Aunt, you didn't clean the kitchen up. I'd be like, you didn't tell her? You want to hate me, don't you? So you go tell her to clean it up. No, I'm just telling you because you go tell her. Don't tell me. You ain't none of her real daddy, so you go tell her. Clean the kitchen up because you won't be mad at my ass. That's what he wanted, her to be mad at me. Baby, please, let me tell you something. Y'all, I enjoy talking to y'all, but I'm going to get my butt off here. Y'all know me. I'll talk y'all to death. I love y'all. And y'all queens, keep on being queens. Keep on being beautiful. Keep on doing what you do. Y'all kings, keep on being real men toward your kids. Love your babies. Teach them how to be real men when they grow up. Teach them how to love a woman. Because a little child gonna look at you and see how you treat their mother. That's how they gonna treat their wife. I love y'all, and I'm going to get off here. I will be back. I'm so glad I could talk on TikTok. I'm going to wear y'all ass to death. Bye. I love y'all. Now I got to figure out how to cut this sucker off. It's pitiful that Miss Smith don't even know how to cut a lab on. If I'm still alive, y'all, I'm trying to cut y'all off, so I don't even know. Let me see. I guess this one thing I'm going to have to learn. How to cut y'all off. Country lady need to go off.